So I'll just open it up to you first. What's this big announcement you have?
I've decided to withdraw from the congressional campaign and run for Broome County Family Court Judge. I think it's in the best interest of the community, for my family and me, and it gives me an opportunity to do the things that I have done as DA and throughout my legal career since I first started, and that's to work to fight to protect children and families. And I'm most interested in that. The position became available, and people in the community talked to me about it and brought it up, and the more we talked about it, the more it made sense. And I think it's the right move.
What is it about family court judge that appeals to you?
You're able to help people who need help, and you're able to help people that can't help themselves or speak for themselves, very similar to victims in criminal cases. We speak for the victims that can't speak for themselves. Well, in family court, you have to do what's in the best interest of the child, and the child doesn't perhaps know, right? They're too young, or there's other issues involved, and you get to use your judgment and your experience and do what's in the best interest of the children and the families to try to help kids have a happier, healthier life, more opportunity and growth, and help mend problems and bring families together. And it helps the community when you have strong, happy, healthy families. And that's always been my passion. I started out as a family law attorney, and my first interest in politics truly was family court. I had a passion for those cases, and I remember some cases that really changed my life and how I felt about the family court position and how important family court judges were, because they can connect with people and do the right thing for children, our most vulnerable people in society. And it's truly the best decision, I think, for me to pursue this.
What do you think, what sort of skills or experience do you think you possess that would make you specifically good as a family court judge?
I think I have the experience, the temperament, the passion, the love for people. I think, if you've seen what I've done as district attorney, whether it's, the community cookouts in the park with kids, teaching in the schools when I would do mentoring in the schools and working with kids. And I've done that my whole career, not just as DA. And the work with child victims that I've done to bring a safer, healthier environment for them to come in and talk about these awful things that have happened to them. Bringing victim dogs in to comfort children when they were to testify at grand jury. Putting school resource officers back in schools. We had 10 resource officers, and it was so important to me to help teach, protect, and really mentor our kids. That's what they need right now. So I think I have the right skill set, and it's important to be a good listener and do the right thing for the children and for people and put them, most important. And it's right along with what I've always done, and I think is the best fit for me, be perfectly honest with you, and the best opportunity.
Still, I'm sure a lot of people are going to question, well, why not still run for Congress? What was it about the congressional race that made you decide to step away from that?
The truth be told, the truth is, I'm not a politician. I've never been a politician, so there's no sense trying to argue that I was. I served as DA and was non-political because I believe it's a non-political position. Judges are non-political positions. And I think it's very important for people who are going to serve in those non-political positions to maintain that. And I'm happier helping people. And if it's more practical to do that, and I have a better opportunity to do that here at home in Broome County as family court judge and make a difference in people's lives every day, then that's what I want to do. Public service is a calling for me. It's something that I've wanted to do, and it's not that one wasn't right or is right. This is the best opportunity, I feel, that I can make a difference in the community and help people and continue to help children, as I've done throughout my entire career, and made that extremely important in my life.
Was fundraising at all a concern for you in terms of the congressional race? I mean, they say it costs so much money to run in this sort of...
Oop, just give us 2 minutes.
I mean, how was that going? I mean,
Fun.
you would have had to have raised millions and millions of dollars, right, to run for the 22nd district?
Fundraising is always important in any campaign, especially in congressional campaigns. There's no question about it. But to me, it wasn't an issue of fundraising. I'm very thankful for all the people who did donate to my campaign throughout the district. To me, it was truly an issue of the better thing for me, the better thing for the community that I truly believe is that as Broome County Family Court Judge, I can help the people of Broome County day in and day out lead better lives, just as I did as district attorney.
You have a pretty big family, right? Are your
We do.
Do you still have young kids? Are you concerned about time away from them?
Our children are adults.
Oh, okay, all right.
But
Grandchildren?
well, to be honest with you, the grandchildren, was part of the decision making, because although our children were adults, and I would not have been involved in politics with young children because of the time constraints that it took, and I made that clear actually when I ran for DA. We do have 2 grandchildren now, a very new grandchild and a 3-year-old, and I love spending my time with them. And to be perfectly honest with you, I think they're happy and their parents are happy that I'll stay to continue my work here at home and be able to spend time with our family. We make sure we get together for family dinners and all those things. So it's better for all involved.
Now that you're out of the race for the Republican nomination, are you throwing your support behind any of the remaining candidates, say Claudia Tenney or George Phillips?
Interestingly, as a judicial candidate, I'm actually prohibited from endorsing any candidate or opposing any candidate. So, it's for them to figure out, and the politicians in D.C. and the true, political people to figure out who's going to fill those roles in Congress next year. But for me, I'm going to stay here in Broome and do the best I can to help people in Broome County and continue the work that we've started helping, working with children.